Good evening, everyone. My name is Angelica Chaga,
And my name is Janry Kahili.
and tonight we are going to discuss about chastity.
Chastity.
Thou shalt not drink a soft drink.
Why am I not allowed to?
It's unhealthy.
Maybe a little won't be noticed. Hmm.
Haven't I told you enough not to drink one?
But I really wanted to.
Sometimes, life is not about a list of rules or a set of do's and don'ts, just like chastity. Have you ever heard your parents scold you about dating or seeing a man before your 18th birthday? Have you ever tried escaping in the middle of the night just to meet your boyfriend in the street next to yours? If yes, why are you still not following them? Do you still argue over conservatism or defend your preferences with duh? It's 2020 girl, we're different now. If yes, we have something to tell you. Merriam-Webster defines chastity as the quality or state of being chaste, whereas people practice abstention from unlawful sexual intercourse. But Got Questions, a well-known YouTube channel, answered, the word chastity means the quality of being morally pure, and is more than what people's definition as the abstinence from illicit sexual activities. We all know that we live in a culture that makes it very difficult for us to live into the idea of chastity. All around us, we see marriages that are impermanent, personal loyalties that are problematically divided, and spouses and friends who are unfaithful. Sexuality is misused within marriages and in singleness in ways that are selfish, in ways that are abusive, and in ways that do not honor God. We do not see very many good examples of people living chastely, and so we end up despising the ideal. We call chastity oppressive. We call it naive. Many aspects of popular culture, songs, television shows, and movies, celebrities, reflect back to us and encourages our collective hostility of chastity.
Also, living the life of chastity can be difficult for everyone. But according to studies, unmarried men and women struggle with it most. However, they may find chastity easier when they limit their exposure to sexual exploitive images and situations. Married people practice chastity by remaining faithful to their spouses and honoring the Lord with their bodies and minds. The Bible's teaching on sexual chastity is clear. Any sexual activity outside a one-man, one-woman covenant marriage is sin. But chastity is more than a white-knuckled abstention from sex. Chastity begins in the heart. It is from the heart that all evil comes. Jesus taught that even private sexual lust is unchaste and sinful. Pornography, immodest clothing, and heavy makeout sessions between dating couples violates the Bible's principle of chastity. Chaste people must set personal boundaries so that their hearts are not led into temptation. However, there are common misconceptions about chastity according to Matt Pratt. First, chastity is purely negative that evolves around not having sex. He said, during singleness, at times in marriage, it is appropriate to abstain from sex. Chastity is not a momentary feeling, but a habit of the will that gives us the power to say no. The sex outside of the relationship of marriage and the sex inside the relationship of marriage when it does not further the unity of the spouses. It also encourages us to say yes to sex that expresses and nurtures the unifying married love. Another common misconception about chastity is that it revolves around repressing sexual desire and not thinking about sex. Sexual desire is a gift from God that must live up to the high demands of love, expressed in practical wisdom and chastity. Lust, on the other hand, does not propel us to love. Chastity has no interest in repressing sexual desire but to eliminate lust. Even though the concept of chastity is quickly vanishing from our world's value system, it remains part of God. He searches the hearts and minds of every person, seeking those whose hearts are wholly His, that He might show Himself strong on their behalf. The Creator of our bodies and our souls is not fooled by our outward display of chastity designed to impress people. He seeks those who long to be pure in heart.
The virtue of chastity call us, as sexual beings, to revere ourselves as creatures made in the image of God and made to honor God through our actions, through how we do have sex and do not have sex. And it calls us to revere other persons for the sake of other persons' good and ultimate happiness.
Let us just remember, when chastity is our goal in every area of our life, the Lord strengthens and rewards us with the power to overcome sin and enjoy more of His presence.